animatedanatomy.com. In this lesson, I will talk about the arm muscles. Here we see the arm, and I will talk about all the muscles in this region. First, I will talk about the anterior compartment of the arm muscles. Here is the first muscle that I will talk about, and it's called the Coracobrachialis muscle. It is called the Coracobrachialis because it starts from here, from the coracoid process of the scapula. This is the origin, and the insertion is on the humerus, on the medial humerus, here. It is innervated by the musculocutaneous nerve and serves for the adduction of the humerus and also the flexion of the humerus. I think these functions are easy to understand. Next muscle that I will talk about is the biceps brachii. Next muscle that I will talk about is the biceps brachii. It is this muscle here. The biceps brachii has two heads. The short head has the origin on the coracoid process of the scapula, right here, just like the coracobrachialis muscle. However, the long head is here, and the origin is on the supraglenoid tubercle here. If you don't know these expressions that I'm mentioning right now about the bones, then you should check out the part of my software that talks about bones and not muscles. The insertion of this muscle is the radial tuberosity here on radius. So you can see it does not insert on the humerus like the Coracobrachialis did. It is innervated by the musculocutaneous nerve and more precisely by the lateral cord C5, C6, and C7. It serves for the flexion of the elbow and it supinates the forearm. Of course, when it contracts, it's going to flex the elbow because it does not insert on humerus but on the radius. And of course, you can see it here. The radial tuberosity is a little back here, so when it pulls up, it's going to make the forearm supinate. The antagonist of this muscle is the triceps brachii, and here you see the triceps brachii. Now there's another muscle that I want to talk about, and it's the brachialis. Here is the right brachialis, right beneath our biceps brachii. The brachialis has the origin on the anterior surface of the humerus, and particularly the distal half of this bone. So here, okay? The insertion of this muscle is the coronoid process and the tuberosity of ulna. So here, this is the ulna, and this process here is the coronoid process. Right beneath it, there is a tuberosity of ulna. I also talked about that in a part of my software that talks about bones. So these muscles, these three muscles, make the anterior compartment of the arm muscles. Now I will talk about the posterior compartment. Hello everyone, I developed animated anatomy that you can purchase on animatedanatomy.com. I put them links down there in the description, or you can click on a link here in a video. If you're not going to purchase my software, then at least make sure you leave a positive comment, subscribe, or like my video.